Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 6. I'm Dan Hagan. We start tonight in Rhinelander, where a local pet store is raising the alarm to its customers about a potential law that would impact some exotic pets. Newswatch 12's Mohammed Abdul Kawi has the story.
The amendments that they're trying to propose right now is going to strictly regulate interstate transport of animals.
The Lacey Act was passed in the 1900s. It's a law that bans trafficking in fish, wildlife, or plants that are illegally taken, possessed, transported, or sold.
So right now, the states have jurisdiction over what they consider to be, say, an invasive species.
Now, an amendment would cause people who breed animals to not be able to transfer them between states, which could impact local businesses.
It would take that and make it a national white list, which would then say these are the things you're allowed to have. And if that critter is not on the white list, no dice.
These are all exotic pets. If something happens to any of them and the Lacey Act gets passed, they won't be able to get medical attention in another state.
And if you do, huge monetary fines, jail time. We're not talking like $100. We're talking like $1 million. This is big, big fines.
Now, Jennifer is encouraging people to reach out to the local governor.
They have a pre-filled letter on there. All you have to do is type in your name, pick who your state senator is, and send it off.
But Jennifer is worried time is running low.
So we got to get it done now. You need to make a difference now. It's bigger than I think a lot of people realize.
Reporting in Rhinelander, Mohammed Abdul Kawi, Newswatch 12.
Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins us now after a kind of cold weekend out there, Jeff.
Yeah, high temperatures back up near 60 today. Tomorrow, the same story, followed by a cool down Wednesday and Thursday, and then 70s are back for the weekend. But today, this morning, look what we did. 26 this morning in Rhinelander, 32 Wisconsin Rapids, 29 for Phillips. You get the idea. A cold start to our day today, but we recovered because the sun came out. Right now in Eagle River looking pretty nice, right? There are some clouds out there, and those will act like a blanket on the atmosphere tonight. It will not be as cold tonight, but still, we're talking about low temperatures down near 35 or 36. Right there, out there today, though, 62 currently in Rhinelander, 67 for Antigo. So it's comfortable, but again, not where we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be in the upper 60s to low 70s. Nobody did that today. All right, lots of clouds across central and southern Wisconsin today. Mostly clear skies across Northwoods. There is some stuff back off to our west. That's our next weather system there. That's going to bring us a healthy rainfall on Wednesday. Our forecast, though, tonight, though, is mostly clear to partly cloudy skies. Not as cold, but still cold, with low temperatures down near 36. Your full forecast is coming up. Dan?
Governor Tony Evers today announced the creation of the Meat and Poultry Supply Chain Resiliency Grant Program. This program will invest up to $10 million into Wisconsin's meat processing industry and improve the long-term viability of the state's livestock industry. Wisconsin meat processors will have the ability to apply for grants up to $150,000. Processors are required to provide a match of 100% of the grant amount, and grants will be awarded through a competitive selection process. The application period is now open. Last Friday, there was a bear attack in Medford. The couple who were in the home defended themselves after sustaining injuries. DNR wildlife damage specialist Brad Cooley gives helpful tips to remain safe this summer and avoid incidents like the one in Medford.
Never approach a bear. You see a bear, a lot of people now, want to get videos or cell phone photos of the bear, and it's certainly okay to do that, but you need to do that from a safe distance. Don't approach that bear and get closer to try to get those shots. Make sure you do it from a safe distance.
Cooley says that just because people take down bird feeders at night, that doesn't mean their homes are safe from bears. People should be alert when spending time outdoors this summer, especially when it comes to traveling with food. This includes cleaning food off your grill when finished, not leaving trash cans out overnight, and keeping food in vehicles when camping. If you run across a bear, Cooley says that you should make yourself as large as possible and not get closer. With the start of spring comes Wisconsin's Click It or Ticket campaign. Law enforcement are encouraging people once again to wear their seatbelts. The DOT notes that Wisconsin's seatbelt use has actually dropped recently. 80% of drivers and passengers reported they buckled up when they're on the road. That's down 2 percentage points from a 2019 survey, and it lags behind the national rate. While violators may be cited, the goal of the campaign is to encourage a long-term change in driver and passenger behavior. Click It or Ticket Officials begins today and will run through June 5th. A Metro Milwaukee North train partially derailed in Illinois, killing one person and injuring another. The incident happened near a crossing in Grays Lake, Illinois, just after 7 a.m. local time. The train was traveling to Chicago with about 40 passengers on board when it struck a dump truck, causing the first car to derail. The driver of the dump truck was killed. One passenger on the train was transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Service has been disrupted along the line, causing many delays. Nobody likes mosquitoes, but repelling them with chemicals could have some unintended consequences. We'll give you both sides of this debate after weather with Jeff right here on Newswatch 12.
Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Bone and Joint Walk-In Care.
The great experiences you have in here and even out here all started here. Because the best customer experience always leaves a great impression. GMC, awarded #1 in sales satisfaction by J.D. Power. Step up to GMC with 0% financing on these GMC models. Visit your North Central Wisconsin GMC dealer.
Ron Johnson versus out-of-control cost of living. Joe Biden was put in charge of our economy, and now Wisconsin's hardworking families are paying the price, a record high price, on everything from gas to groceries. That's why Ron Johnson's fighting for lower taxes, ending reckless spending, and finding American energy solutions that protect our safety and our wallets. Ron Johnson, fighting to protect your hard-earned money. Wisconsin Truth PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
When you drive a Honda, the adventures go on and on. Follow your adventures with the rugged power of Honda. The brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
At 5, Brandy will stream her first concert and gain her first band. Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on. After all, we're the nationwide network built by locals for locals. U.S. Cellular.
Near record lows for a few of us this morning, but then the sun came out. A very nice day across our region. Still a bit cool, right? Back in the low 60s for highs, but tomorrow, same story, and then it's going to actually cool down on Wednesday and Thursday with cloud cover and some showers across the area on Wednesday. All right, so right now, though, it's 62 in Rhinelander, a west-southwest breeze around 8, and a dew point there of 26 degrees at the airport. In Rhinelander over in Wausau, 61 for you. I'll be there tomorrow, 60 southeast breeze at 13, with the pressure there also kind of steady, if not falling slightly at 30.25. All right, around the horn, temperatures hanging out near 60 uniformly for most people right now. Again, this is comfortable with the sun out, but it's still below average for late May, but we are going to work on that. Here's the trend. Tomorrow, 64, 53 for Wednesday, I know, and kind of windy and rainy on Wednesday. It's going to be one of those days. 58 for Thursday, and then look what happens. 73 Friday into Saturday, 77 Sunday. This weekend coming up is going to be 10 times warmer or better than it was the previous weekend. It was a bit cool, as you know, Saturday and Sunday. All right, so advisories are none out there right now. We had frost advisories and freeze warnings last night. Not the case tonight, although a couple of you still could get close to frost conditions tonight, just localized, not widespread as it was last night. Lots of cloud cover across southern Wisconsin now. We'll pretty much stay there. Acts like a cloud cover in atmosphere, really, is like a blanket in the atmosphere, so this will kind of keep temperatures up just a bit tonight. But but tomorrow that will give way. And we have a lot going on over here. That's going to bring us some weather, wet weather on Wednesday into Thursday. That rain could be locally heavy on Wednesday evening, and there's more upstream. So a very active weather pattern right now, with the first one getting in here Wednesday into Wednesday night and Thursday with some locally heavy rainfall. Our forecast though for tomorrow, though, we're talking about partly cloudy skies and still a bit cool with some sunshine, right? Highs back in the low to mid 60s to the north. Same story to the south, probably temperatures hanging out in the mid 60s for Adams Friendship and Portage County and Amherst as well. And then looking ahead though, for tomorrow, we're talking about temperatures again in the mid 60s. For tonight though, we're talking about mostly cloudy skies, to partly cloudy skies. Some frost cannot be ruled out. It'll be few and far between though. Look for low temperatures down near 36 for tomorrow. All right, Tuesday already, lots of sunshine and very nice, albeit still a bit cool for late May, with high temperatures near 64 and a southwest breeze around 5. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows tomorrow is a nice day. Then we get wet on Wednesday, locally heavy rainfall Wednesday evening. A couple of showers linger into Thursday morning with a high of 58. Then a warm front comes through, turns the faucet off, and Friday 73. And those are mid, even upper 70s getting in here on Sunday. Dan?
During early summer, it can be hard to go outside without getting a mosquito bite. And sometimes people go as far as spraying their yard with pesticides to keep the mosquitoes away. Mosquito Squad has 9 locations across Wisconsin. The business specializes in eliminating mosquitoes and ticks. Mark Herman, co-owner of Mosquito Squad in Antigo, says the spraying season just started. The Mosquito Squad team sprays a barrier around a property or directly sprays where mosquitoes nest and breed. A concern Herman hears a lot is that using pesticide spray in mosquitoes can harm other insects like bees. He says he isn't hurting honeybees with his product.
Well, we have 2 different lines that we run. So we run an all-natural, and that's made of botanical oils. And then we run a traditional line, which is a synthetic clone of the chrysanthemum flower. We would have to treat 100 times stronger than the maximum allowed by law to end up killing bees.
But researchers like PJ Leish says that's just wrong. Leish is an entomologist from UW-Madison Extension. He says the common mosquito treatment doesn't just kill mosquitoes, but hurts other insects too. Leish says the treatment contains an ingredient that's been shown to kill bees, butterflies, and more.
If you think about it in the perspective of having your yard treated from May to September, that's about a 5-month window where the vegetation in your yard is going to pose risks for other insects around us. So that could be bees and other pollinators like butterflies, moths, beetles, and flies.
While Leish recommends using other methods of mosquito prevention like long sleeves and mosquito repellent, Herman says spraying your property can make for a worry-free summer with your friends and family. Gas prices are on the rise all across Wisconsin, and the Northwoods has some of the highest prices in the state. While the Wisconsin average is around $4.31 per gallon, northern counties such as Florence and Vilas are as high as $4.50. Averages at the same time last year around just $2.86, so we're up around 57%. The ongoing supply chain issues as well as the war in Ukraine will likely keep the prices high throughout the summer. Flooding continues to be a major problem in northwest Minnesota. Reporter Aaron Walling was in Marshall County to witness the power of nature firsthand.
The only way Robert Davidson can get to his neighbor's house is by boat. This is due to the flooding conditions in Middle River, Minnesota.
Yeah, it's 4 foot here.
The farmlands and roads in the area are completely swamped due to the dike breaking at the Agassiz National Wildlife Refuge.
Well, after the spring melt, I thought everything was going to be all right. And then it just kept coming up.
Davidson's neighbors, Cameron Leon and Michael Moody, are cut off from the road system because of the water. According to Leon, in her 13 years, this is the worst she's ever seen it.
I don't have flood insurance. They just said 6 months ago we were on a floodplain and said you should get it. Well, it was quite a bit of money added on to my insurance, and so it didn't happen. So, yeah, we're dealing with what we have. Luckily, we still have our home.
Moody is just thankful the home isn't flooded.
Very important. It's nice to know you got a home.
The couple says that they have some utilities available, but they have to cut back on using water.
Again, we're just getting by. We're roughing it. Can't do much more than that. Again, we don't have bathroom facilities, but we have power, TV, something to keep us occupied while all this is going on, and still just trying to smile through it.
Pennington and Marshall counties are facing some of the worst flooding since 1997. Eric Beidel, the director for emergency management in Pennington County, says this is impacting everyone, especially farmers.
I talk with a lot of farmers every day, and my heart really pours out to them. And I ask them to keep faith and find the good in this. But you know, the farmers aren't getting in their fields, and I understand the repercussions that has.
The hope now is residents can bounce back after being hit by these horrible flood waters.
Hodag Country Fest is right around the corner, and how better to celebrate than with free tickets. But it will take some work and a long drive. We'll break it down after the break.
Folks, I don't care if an idea is a Republican idea or a Democratic idea. I care that it's a good idea. That's why I worked with both parties to cut income taxes for the middle class. Together, we helped our small businesses. We invested in our public schools more than we have in the past 20 years, and we still have billions in budget surplus. Politics is too divisive. I'm focused on doing the right thing and getting results that matter.
Love that Chevy Blazer. That's our next SUV. Love that Equinox. That's our next SUV.
Nice Trailblazer.
It was love at first sight. What?
The Chevy family of SUVs. Find new options. Find new roads.
It's Chevy Sport Utility Spring. Well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing or get a $1,000 cash allowance on all 2022 Equinox models. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio has designed beautiful and functional kitchens and baths in the Northwoods. When helping plan your dream kitchen or bath with in-home consultation available, they provide 3D drawings of your spaces to bring your visions to life. Owner and designer Sarah has over 25 years of experience, overseen 500+ projects, and built strong relationships with local contractors providing superior installation. Whether it's a new home or a remodel, Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio in Eagle River looks forward to making your dream kitchen or bath a reality.
Gonna believe this is real.
AGT premieres Tuesday, May 31st at 8/7 Central on NBC.
It's been a journey, but it's great to be back.
Here we go!
Ninja completely changed my life.
This is my year.
You do know this is supposed to be hard.
Ninja Warrior premieres June 6th on NBC.
I'm Alex Lasry, a Democrat running to beat Senator Ron Johnson.
And I'm Lauren Lasry, and this is our daughter Eleanor. I know Alex will always fight for working families.
To get more money in the pockets of working people and lower costs.
By making paid leave available and healthcare more affordable.
And I'll always be a relentless supporter of a woman's right to choose.
Especially now. Alex is exactly the kind of ally Tammy Baldwin needs in the Senate.
So I approve this message because we have to do better than having Ron Johnson as our senator.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
Travelers at a Minnesota airport can now step into a plane cabin way before they board their flight. The Metropolitan Airports Commission unveiled this mock aircraft cabin inside of Terminal 1 at Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport. The mock-up is officially called the Travel Confidently MSP Education Center. The commission says it plans to continue to use the space to train workers in a realistic setting, but travelers can also use it to help with pre-flight preparations like getting over a fear of flying. It can also be used to get service dogs used to get more surroundings before the flight. The biggest event in Rhinelander every year is Hodag Country Fest. It draws in tens of thousands of people, but Hodag can be pricey for some. Event organizers are giving away free tickets if you put up some posters. So Hodag Country Fest is trying to get the word out to other parts of the state about the festival. And they have 5 locations left in the state where they want to get some posters put up. They are River Falls, Fairchild, Platteville, Beaver Dam, and Door County. Hodag Country will give the volunteer the posters, and they must show that they put up the posters in the designated area. In return, they will receive free event and parking tickets, not bad. Reach out to the festival office to learn more. A daring airborne rescue of a man trapped on a 500-foot cliff above the ocean was caught on camera from below and above. Jeremy Roth has more on today's Take a Look at This.
A dizzying rescue operation unfolded high above the Pacific surf after a man was spotted trapped on a rocky California cliffside.
He was in a very precarious spot, about 500 feet probably off the water, and that's about a 900-foot cliff.
CHP chopper rescuers say it wasn't easy to find the man, and once they did, dangerously strong wind gusts were working against them. When a tethered rescuer finally made contact with the trapped man, he made a desperate grab for help and almost made things worse.
He actually grabbed onto me, which is a very dangerous thing he did, because if I were to have swung away from him, he could have potentially fallen off the cliffs.
Thankfully, the rescuer was able to get the harness secured, and the pair were lifted away from the cliff and back to the safety of solid ground.
Miraculously, he only had some scrapes and bruises, but that's about it. Yeah, he was pretty grateful to see us. He was ready to get off that cliff for sure.
From harrowing helicopter heroics to staggering superhero sales figures. Considered by many collectors to be the holy grail of comic books, this rare 1939 Detective Comics issue introducing Batman for the first time just nabbed $1.74 million at auction. It set the new record for the price paid for the rare issue and is no doubt an impressive haul, but it's still less than half as much as the world record holder, $3.6 million, paid for a 1962 comic featuring the debut of the world's most famous web slinger. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Mel's Trading Post, a downtown Rhinelander landmark locally owned for over 70 years. Get your spring and summer sporting goods with ease from our experienced staff and get expert advice. Come down and see our great selection, open 7 days a week for your convenience.
The D.C. Liberals' spending spree is out of control, jacking up inflation on Wisconsin families, wiping out wage gains, and making it harder for families to make ends meet. Gas, groceries, rent, everything costs more. Senator Ron Johnson is fighting back, voting against the Liberals' inflationary spending and demanding accountability for Washington's rampant waste and fraud. Tell Senator Johnson, keep fighting to stop the reckless spending that is killing us with inflation.
When you need a paint to fit your lifestyle, Menards has got you covered. From protecting against this, or covering this, to refinishing this, we have a paint for you. You also need it in this color, or even this color. We can do that. Stop in and talk to one of our paint professionals to make your colors come to life. Pick up a gallon of Pittsburgh Paramount interior plat paint for only $29.98 after sale price and 11% rebate.
When the insurance company knows that Bygoff and Rohde is on the other side, they know they're in for a fight. They know that if they're not being fair with our client, they're going to find themselves in court, which is the last place they want to end up. So many attorneys will take in a case, but they won't go to court. That's the only way you can hold an insurance company accountable to make certain that you're getting the compensation that you deserve for the injuries you've suffered. And that's how Bygoff and Rohde gets results for its clients.
Violent and destructive riots in Kenosha, the Waukesha Christmas Parade tragedy, record-high homicides in Milwaukee, from defunding our police to releasing violent felons with low or no bail. Liberal Democrats have created the worst crime wave in decades. Senator Ron Johnson is standing with our brave law enforcement officers to keep Wisconsin families safe, and he wants to keep violent criminals behind bars where they belong.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Mel's Trading Post, a downtown Rhinelander landmark locally owned for over 70 years. Get your spring and summer sporting goods with ease from our experienced staff and get expert advice. Come down and see our great selection, open 7 days a week for your convenience.
Eagle Floor Covering in Eagle River, locally owned and operated for over 2 decades. With over 40 years of combined quality sales and service experience, we can help you find the right floor for your lifestyle and budget.
Well, take a look at this moose, Jeff. This was seen in Iron County near Manitowish Waters. It was seen off of Highway 47 near Highway 182, if you know where those two are. A deputy patrolling the area was able to stop and capture this photo of the moose. I've never seen a moose in the Northwoods, Jeff.
Haven't?
How about you?
There seems to be sightings every year up Vilas County for sure and Price County as well. I've not seen one myself. I saw a bear yesterday right over here in Rhinelander, but I've not seen a moose across our region quite yet. All right, I have seen cold temperatures. This morning we had lows back in the 20s across our area. If you were in a tent last night, that was not fun, right? But tonight, not as bad. Still some cool temperatures, though. We'll hang out basically in the mid-30s, and overall some cloud cover to our west will bring us rainfall. We have a soaking rainfall on the way for us for Wednesday afternoon.
Okay, we'll have an update on that at Newswatch 12 at 10. We will see you then.